Hey guys, Zoose here, and welcome to this Season 9 AHRI guide. Here is a quick cheat sheet if you want to try this build ASAP. Just pause it and you have everything you need to dominate the rift. AHRI has a dynamic playstyle. She's a decent mage, a decent assassin, and has decent utility with her charm. You can use your 3 dashes to go in deep, or you can simply kite and poke from afar. As someone who's mained AHRI since Season 3, there hasn't been a season she isn't viable, making her one of the safest and strongest picks to main or simply just as a backup champ. She's easy to learn, fits in most team comps, and is a pretty safe first pick. Electrocute as the major room, great for burst and easy to proc on AHRI. Sudden impact will proc with your ult, and if timed optimally, you will get 15 seconds of magic and armor pen. Flash can also proc this. Eyeball collection, great to snowball. Ghost Poro is viable, but getting into enemy territory early is risky since she hasn't got blinks or dashes like LeBlanc or Zed. Ravenous Hunter is great, just strong overall out of all these 4 runes. AHRI's ult CD isn't really an issue to need Ultimate Hunter, and her build doesn't have enough actives to make Ingenious Hunter viable. Transcendence will help AHRI get 30% CDR by the time she finishes Ludens and is level 10. Gathering Storm is the safest. It guarantees a mid to late game AP power spike. Mana Flow Band is viable, giving you early mana sustain until you get Lost Chapter. Absolute Focus is also viable. It's not guaranteed AP, since AHRI most likely needs to dash in a few times, causing her to take damage and probably staying under 70% HP. Doran's Ring is the safest start for AHRI, giving her everything she needs for that early laning phase with 2 pots. On the first back, it's pretty much recommended to get the Dark Seal, as this will also amplify any healing. You can buy a refillable pot if you have enough gold for that. The first major buy is Ludens. The Lost Chapter makes up for any mana issues early. Once Ludens is complete, you have potential to 1v1 most champs. 20% CDR is just the icing on the cake here. Sword boots are the best second tier boots. Perhaps mercs against mages that can one-shot you, like Syndra, and ninja tabis are fine for full enemy AD comps. Morella is such a solid buy. Great build path, magic pen, health, and grievous wound. Very cost efficient. Rabadon's death cap can be purchased here. Unless there is a ton of MR on the enemy team, then you can probably go Void Staff early. Sonya's is a great buy for any late game survival against one-shot enemies. It can be bought earlier after Ludens, preferably against champs like Zed. You can always make a stopwatch purchase if you need it really early. I've added Mage Eyes, Soul Stealer, and this can be upgraded from your Dark Seal anytime you feel like the game is snowballing in your favor and you can get more kills and takedowns in general. Banshees is a safe late game buy against hard CC that could potentially lose you the game if you were to get caught out. Let's go over her abilities and some simple tips to help your gameplay. Her passive is simply a speed up once you hit 2 ability. Her Q is so fundamental in AHRI's kit. It has 2 parts of AoE damage, the first easier to hit and the second harder to hit against enemies who sidestep, which does true damage. This ability provides AHRI poke, wave clear, highest damaging ability, and even restores health once it reaches 9 stacks. Hitting the first and second Q activates AHRI passive, great to push waves fast and simply go for roams. Her W, Firefox, procs on the closest enemy champion, even if you're standing on minions. It has 3 separate flames, but only the first does the full damage, 30% after that. Great to go into 2 to 3 champs for AoE. Hitting 2 of the flames will proc your passive. It has no casting time, so use this instantly after any ability. AHRI's E, Charm, is what decides most fights. Hitting your Charm will amplify damage from all abilities by 20%, as well as taunting the enemy towards you, guaranteed to get full damage from your second part of your Q. This has a slight delay, so practice to get a feel for it. You can E, then instantly flash for a long range charm, and catching enemies off guard since the enemy is slightly quicker. Hitting this consistently will separate good AHRI players from great AHRI players. Her R turns AHRI into an assassin, 3 dashes within 10 seconds. Like Firefox, it has 3 flames that hit the closest 3 enemies, however, it will only deal 1 flame per enemy. Great to gap close, escape and deal damage, especially if there's 3 enemies grouped up together. When this is up, play as aggressively as possible. When it's down, she's extremely vulnerable. And last but not least, summoners. Flash and Ignite are great for 90% of matchups. Even if you can't kill your laner, take Ignite for potential kills from a bot lane roam. Tougher situations may require different spells, Exhaust against the Zed, and a tough dominant jungle like Shaco. Barrier against someone like Syndra who has a guaranteed burst from her ult. You have a lot of dodging potential with your R, so keep that in mind. before you take a defensive summoner. So that's pretty much it. AHRI's been one of my favorite champs since season 3. I've mained her for quite a while. She's always my go-to champ when I don't know what to play mid, since she's such a safe pick. She's gone through a few changes, and right now she sits in a pretty good spot, and I consider her top tier. So that's it for this quick guide. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like, and if you have any comments or feedback, comment below, and I'll get back to you ASAP. See you guys in the next video.